Hello friends, we're here with some artists and sculptors who design stuff, and this is actually for the festival called Ganesh in India. So it's one of the gods, and this festival is on the 30th of August. The statues that are being made by the artists out here, they have big ones and even bigger ones out here. Pretty cool features, pretty cool different ones out here. So in India itself, there are about 200 of these artisans. 200,000, sorry, my bad. 200,000 of these artisans in the country of India who are designing these pieces. We have a lady out here who is putting in some oil paint on the Ganpati and then going to be adding on the velvet texture, which is going to be airbrushed on. But there's about 200,000 artisans, and they in India alone they sell about 600,000 to 700,000 pieces in 1 year. So there's a little more details about how long the pieces take and everything when we actually talk to one of the artisans. But if you take it at 200,000 artisans and 600 to 700,000 pieces made to sell it. Some are bigger, some are smaller. They vary from, like in price from 1500 rupees, which is about, let's say, about $20 to $30, and it goes up with time. There's a gentleman out here now who's making the velvet effect, who's spray brushing it to give it the velvet effect on this piece. So it looks pretty cool when they're doing it as well. This is just in one season. It takes about 6 months of work getting all these Ganpatis ready for one company. And he's just making the statue to sit a little better, or to sit a little more on. So we have another stall that is selling Ganpatis, and they are just side by side, and everybody is really busy because it's towards the end of the season, and most of them are coming to pick up the Ganpatis and stuff. We're going to talk to one of the artists out here, and some of them are doing stuff with the decor and other aspects of it. So everybody's really busy, so it's kind of hard to get somebody, but we got one of the artists out here. So this is the artist called Nickel, and we are talking to him about the Ganpatis and how long it takes. So what he's telling us right now, and the reason that we are dubbing over is actual questions and answers, is because he's speaking in Hindi, so it's being translated over that. And he takes about 6 months to create all these pieces of art and these sculptures, and it takes on an average 1 to 2 days to make a piece. And it also, if you look at it from the point of view of the artist, it takes 1 to 2 days, but they're making about 1,000 pieces in this one stall itself that they sell during the season. So they start working earlier, they start their bookings a month in advance, and in addition to starting their booking a month in advance, they basically start making these pieces 6 to 7 months in advance. So it takes a long process, it's a long drawn out process. So 1,000 pieces take about 6 to 7 months. We have a piece out here that is a Ganpati done like Krishna, and you see the intricate work on the piece and the jewelry work on the piece that takes it, and it just takes it to a whole nother level with the amount of artwork that goes into it and the amount of effort and time that you put on it. That's not taking into consideration the time for painting, the time for making. They use cast, they also freehand it in some cases and make freehand Ganpatis as well. It all depends on what the customer requests. Work that goes into this, from just being in the art industry, I know that every bead or every stone has to be stuck individually, which takes a lot of time, effort, and it's a painstaking effort to make this look beautiful, with the painting and everything that goes into it. They also have bigger Ganpatis, which are right this one, that costs a couple of tens of thousands. In some Ganpatis even go up in price. The most expensive Ganpati was purchased for 500 crore Indian rupees, which equivalents to. And I tried doing the math on it, but the calci wouldn't go that far. If you guys check it out, it's a pure diamond made Ganpati by a merchant in Gujarat.